Kindie Rockstars. Prepare for a treat, let's meet and greet some bands and singers that are super sweet, making music that's fun for boys and girls. Help them learn about this great big world. Fun for the family, yes it's true, your kids will love it and you will too. Clap and dance and sing aloud, become a part of the Kindie crowd. These songs will make you move your feet and give your ears a great big treat. So settle in, grab your guitars, and let's get to know our Kindie rock stars. Hello everyone, and welcome to Kindie Rockstars. This is the show that gives you the stories behind the songs from some of the best bands and singers that are making fun, informative, educational, catchy, and occasionally silly songs for children and families. I'm your host, Patrick Adams, and each episode of Kindie Rockstars will feature an artist and a featured song. So let's get to this week's show. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. My guest today is Vivian Fang Liu. Welcome to the show, Vivian.
Hi, thank you so much, Patrick. It's such an honor to be here.
So tell everybody about yourself and how you got into Kindie music.
I'm Vivian. I'm from China, and I came to the States when I was 15 years old. So I've been teaching for a very long time, and I was trying to find songs for my students for them to sing, but I couldn't find too many songs. So I asked my professors in college, and they told me that it's not like piano. They have method books, but for young beginners voice lessons, they don't really have any organized like songs or books that we can use. So I tried to dig into it, and I found Lucy's and the Jazz Cats album. I was like, wow, it's so different than the children's songs that I've been listening to, and it's so inspiring. So I think that was like 2 years ago, and I was like, oh, maybe I should try to write something for my students. So everything started from there.
Yeah, that's a common beginning for a lot of children's artists. They're teaching students about music or something like that, and eventually the ideas just come and they get their own songs. And
yeah.
So tell me about your album and kind of what inspired the different the themes on the album.
Yeah, I started the album last year in March. And during that time, it was like pretty bad. It was pandemic. And also, I'm not sure if you read the news, everything, happened to the Asian community was pretty bad. And one of my students, not just one of my students, but, it started from one of my students. He's such a cute little kid. And then he told me that, we were having like online lessons, and he told me that he feels sad because his friends, doesn't want to play with him because, they think he has a virus because he's Asian. Even he was born here, but he still is. So that hits me so hard. And all the elderlies, they were just like being so I don't know if I should mention this, just everything is so violent. And so that actually, made me start to write something. I feel like I want, my students and also all other Asian American students to be proud of themselves, to be proud of who they are. It's not their fault, and they have so many things they can be proud of. And other people, they just don't know, your like the good parts about you. So I think maybe I should write something so they can relate to and they can be proud of themselves. And also I also want to show other people in the society that we have so we have done many like contributions into the society, and we have so many great things that probably haven't seen. That's maybe I hope that it can change people's attitude towards to Asian American kids.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Now, how many different artists or children's entertainers in the Asian community do you know of?
Not many. But oh, actually, Falu. I got to know Falu a few months ago.
Yeah, she's going to be on the show soon.
Oh, wow, that's cool. And I don't know any other ones so far. Yeah, do you know any? Maybe you can introduce.
No, I was asking because you're my first guest on the show.
Wow. Oh, wow.
So no, I was really excited to have you on.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to show, some of the maybe the different cultures and to show some of our music to your community.
Yeah. No, and it's awful, some of the things that kids have to be exposed to nowadays that are absolutely no fault of their own and have absolutely no place in society. But it's good to have positive reinforcing messages in children's music, and that's one of the great things about it, is that songs can be silly and funny and make kids get up and dance around, but they can also carry really important messages that for formative minds that will hopefully stick with them.
Yes. Thank you.
So how did you go from your songs as ideas to actually putting them together into an album to be released?
I started with a whiteboard. So I just like wrote down everything that's in my head that I want to talk about and all the stories I want to share. So yeah, and I started with probably 20 different ideas, and then I narrowed them down. So I want to talk about, like music. We can use music to unite people together, and also, I'm a foodie. I love to eat so much, and and I want to use food as a medium because food can bring people and cultures together. So I want to use that to like tell a story about how things can unite people together, how diversities and also inclusions can make the world better. And yeah, and also there's a funny song called Bruce Lee Doesn't Like Math. Yeah, because I'm not good at math, but people just have this illusion that Asians are always good at kung fu and math, right? But actually I'm not. So I want to just kind of like make fun of the stereotypes and everything. And it sounds like I'm talking about serious issues, but I'm trying to use a lighter way and fun way to share that, to share my thoughts.
Yeah. So do you plan to keep making music and releasing albums, or are you in this full time now?
Yes, actually, yeah. I'm working on my next album, so it's fun.
I agree. I enjoy the process quite a bit.
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready to get into your songs?
Yes.
The song on today's episode is called Silence. So Vivian, tell me a little bit about this song.
The song was inspired by a story that I heard in my class at college, because the professor told me that the students who don't talk, we shouldn't force them to talk, and people who don't talk doesn't mean that they don't have any great thoughts in their head. We should respect that, because in classrooms, if the teacher is like, okay, Patrick, just tell me the answer, the students, they should have rights to talk or not to talk. So that really inspired me. I was like, yeah, when I was little, I was like that. I was extremely shy, and I didn't like to talk to people. I didn't like to talk, in the classrooms, but doesn't mean I don't know the answers. And I don't want to I don't want to be forced to tell that, the things that I don't want to talk. So I just feel like, okay, I want to talk about that. And I want to tell my students that it's okay that, if you don't want to talk, you don't talk. That's totally okay. You don't need to be forced to do things that you don't want to do. So that's why I started the song Silence. And I want to, let people know that we should respect the silence. And just like, 4 minutes, 33 seconds, the song by John Cage, the piano song is like in the entire song that you don't play a note, it's just silence. But doesn't mean it's bad, right? But that just give you so many space for your imaginations.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, something like that.
Yeah, no, there's a huge difference between being an introvert and an extrovert. And
yeah,
some of us grow up, we're not extroverted. I wasn't. I was never a big talker, but like you say, I knew most of the time what the answers were, and if called upon, I could say it, but I was never one to like volunteer and
yeah, me either. I always
that.
look down when teacher ask for students to answer. I always try to avoid the teacher's eyes. So like, no. Right. But I think it's okay, right? We shouldn't be ashamed about it. Yeah. So another reason I wrote the song is because that Asians, and people always say that, Asians are silent. They don't talk. They always obey, and I don't agree, because we actually are not like that. So that's another reason that I wrote a song. So people can listen to the song, and I hope you can find something interesting in the song.
All right. Well, let's check out the song. Here is Silence by Vivian Fang Liu.
Learning the music of Strauss, legato, staccato, tenuto. There's so, there's do, there's so fa, mi, re. Hands up. Shh, you're under arrest. What's arrest? Emotion moves even in silence. What's arrest? A subtle type of presence. Silence provides relief and builds suspense without rest. Music loses balance. Music notes and silence. Different ways of expression. Just like our conversations, words don't convey all emotion. La 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 la, la 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 la, la la la. When you are tired, take a rest. Sometimes silence speaks the best. 4 minutes and 33 seconds suggest we need to show the silence respect. Why so quiet? People might ask you, why so quiet? It's called stillness, please try it. We should all have the choice to speak up or not, and always respect what speaks to our heart. Music notes and silence, each with its own elegance. Speak if that's your preference, or be silent with confidence. La 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 la, la
All right, Vivian. So let everybody know where they can stream and download that song and how they can connect with you on social media.
Oh, you can find my songs on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, all the social medias, and SoundCloud. Or you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Vivian Fang Liu.
Excellent. Well, Vivian, thank you so much for being on the show. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you so much for having me. It was very fun. Thank you.